We're in the Granby 4 Streets area of Liverpool 8. We're in Beaconsfield Road, and as you can see, there's a considerable amount of building work going on around us. Cllr Housing Group are part of the project, and they are carrying out extensive refurbishment work in this area. And I'm with Anna, who's been leading on this project for Cllr. Anna, do you want to just tell us where we're up to at the moment?
Yeah, we're probably 4 months into what is over a year's refurbishment project of 27 properties. These properties that you can see behind us, obviously in a big state of structural disrepair, being empty for over 20 years, and we are bringing them back to life. Basically, we've managed to tap into clusters of empty homes funding, which is a government initiative, obviously, to get empty properties back into use.
Would you say that this is one of the most difficult projects you've worked on?
Yeah, definitely one of the most difficult. And as you can see, obviously it's bringing empty properties back into use, but a lot of them need full, refurb, and it's just a case of keeping the front walls because everything else behind has kind of crumbled. So, yeah, challenging, but it'll be worth it.
What's also really interesting as well is that there are actually some people who are still living in this street whilst all this has happened around them. And of course, we're working really closely to make sure that we support the residents and the businesses that are here whilst all this work is going on. But I also know that there's a massive interest in people wanting to take these properties on. Yeah,
well, I was just saying a year ago I was at the Granby market when all this was we were trying to get it off the ground, and even then people were like, what's happening, it's been years and people are dying to come back in. We've got an expression of interest list with over 100 people, and there's 27 properties in this street, so it just shows the level of demand.
And of course, in amongst this as well, we've got the homes for £1. So several of these properties are homes for £1, and I know that your contractors have actually been supporting them with some of the work that they've got going on. Genuine partnership work.
Yeah, obviously, because it's even the contractors, it's such a difficult scheme for them. They've never done anything like it. So each site manager from each company working together, when someone comes across something that, they're not quite sure of, everyone working together to get a good method of working and make sure that it's a brilliant scheme.
So Mike, where are we now?
At the moment we're in Jermyn Street, obviously a lot of work going on at the moment. This is one of our most advanced properties. This is number 40. This is a 4-bed property. Obviously when we acquired it from the City Council, it was structurally in a bad condition, so we've had to put a lot of investment in to bring it up to scratch. We've got residents identified for this property and hopefully be ready for letting in January.
How many properties are you doing in this street?
In this street alone, we're doing about 10.
And in total, how many?
42 across the 2 streets, Jermyn Street and Cllr Street. A mixture of 2, 3 and 4 bedrooms. In the main for affordable rents, but we're also looking for shared ownership as well.
And how many residents are interested in taking these properties?
We've had an excellent response. All the affordable rents have gone through Property Pool. We've had as I say, a considerable amount of interest in all of them. We've had a lot of interest in shared ownership as well, so we're looking at sale options on some of these as well, so diversifying the tenure. Yeah,
because I know when we've been here at the markets, the number of people who've come up and said, used to live here, now that you're doing this work, can we move back, which has been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, part of the local lettings policy is focused on ensuring there's a local connection, people that have moved away and come back into the area, and as I say, there's been a high demand for that, so it's fantastic.
And who's doing the work in this area for you?
Well, we've got 2 contractors on the scheme. We've got Penny Lane Builders, who are a local contractor, and Liverpool Mutual Homes is internal direct labour organisation, HMS. A lot of the focus, we've been managed to retain a lot of local labour. In fact, we've got 2 apprentices who live on the streets who are actually working on the scheme.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
Which is great for the area, and obviously does a lot for keeping local labour on board.
So we're in the kitchen of this recently refurbished 4-bed. It's starting to look really good, isn't it? We were here literally 3 months ago and it was a shell. To see the transformation's just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's come on a lot since you've probably last seen it, and we've got LMH's high-spec kitchens here, ceramic flooring, brand new kitchen wall units and cupboards, bathroom spec as well. I can take you upstairs and show you the bathroom.
So there's downstairs toilet as well.
Yeah,
bathroom.
The
3 beds have got all the 3 beds have got en suites.
That's correct. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And a garden.
Area, yeah.
because in the past, obviously, these, because of the design of them, there was the outriggers, which meant that actually they had a tiny little yard.
That's right.
Now they've actually got gardens for family.
That's right.
Which is great.
We've redeveloped this outrigger because it was in a bad state. We've got external wall insulation on the backs of these properties as well to improve the thermal U values of the properties. So the wall insulated buildings, so keeping the heating bills down and everything else.
Yeah. Well, that's absolutely fantastic, and it really is starting to look beautiful. So you've seen a whole mix of properties that are taking place in the Granby 4 Streets area. We're going from the beginning of our journey where we've seen those properties that are almost at the point of falling down to here now today. These properties in a stunning state, ready for people to move in. It's really exciting, and what's great about the whole of this project is the partnership approach. We've got Liverpool Mutual Homes, Plus Dane, we've got the Community Land Trust, the Housing Co-op, as well as our Homes for a Pound in here. And of course, we've got the residents who've stuck with us right the way through this process. It's a fantastic journey, it's really exciting, and we're only halfway through this process. We'll be coming back to you with an update as we're going through this, but so far, I think you can see it's a really exciting project to be a part of.